Uh, Still, we have one friend here. Neil, what's your friend's name? Yasmin. Yasmin, she just joins the class, and after that, I think she goes back to her bed, right? And continues having rest. Is
I
that
don't
right?
actually.
Huh?
What? What?
I wonder,
I
what do
mean,
you do during this class time, Yasmin?
I listen and I write, take notes. I just don't talk much.
But we are not doing here listening exercise. Yeah, we are doing problem solving exercise.
Well, I write it down and I do it.
You write it down where? In your brain?
Mm, well, no, I have like an app on my iPad called Create, and I like take notes.
I see. Okay, so I'm going to
But
ask
it's
you
like
a lot
with
of
a
questions.
pen.
Let's see how much have you learned from this course, because as you know, guys, we have only 4 hours left, right? And today and Thursday, I don't know, Friday maybe, and the next week also 2 more hours, and after that you will have exam. That's what we were preparing for. That's why you should take this a bit serious. Like just 2 weeks, so you try to solve maybe at least 4 papers. Have a look at some questions, try, okay, and of course, if you practice the question one by one, it would be great. But if you are super busy, I have nothing to say. Okay. So let's continue. Guys, today we are going to practice these questions 2016, and we'll try to finish this week, next week, 2017. And I think that's it. Okay. I wish we could finish also 2018, 19, 20. But if you're really practicing, just let me know. I can give you more papers if you really want to practice and if you want to get a gold medal. So today is April 13. Let me just write here because it does not change. April 13, and your class is grade 6. Fikriya, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Nazlı.
Um,
Okay, good. You are here. Guys, let's
yes.
continue. Yes, guys, let's continue then. Okay. Now, so let's start with you. Let's solve maybe 3, 4 questions together. After that, I will ask you to give a try and we will discuss it. Okay. Can you read the question, Nazlı?
Okay. Suppose, question one. Suppose it's now the month of December. What month will it be? 100 calendar months from now.
Nazlı, can you solve this question? Suppose it is now the month of December. What month will it be? 100 calendar month from now. What do you think? How do you solve this question? And since in one
We
year we
have
have 12
to.
months, right? Every 12 months, actually the year is repeating itself. So this 100, right? We can write it as 8. Actually, if you divide it by
Because
12, it is 8 plus 4. Yes, Fikriya.
I think it's April.
Yes. Because here the 12 months, right, after 8 years, right? Again, now we are in January. The first, second, third, fourth month will be, what is it? It is April. So what month? April will be 100 calendar month from now, if it is December. Next question. Fikriya, read it.
Okay. 6 machines can produce 15 items every 30 minutes. How many additional machines are needed to produce 70 items every hour?
Okay, is it this? What is it? It's a rate problem, if you know that, because sometimes, for example, if let's say you invite some people, let's say you're having a party, okay, in a party you're going to have, what is it? Let's say you're going to eat cake, right? And we know that in a party, if we have a one big cake, if we have more people, we can finish the cake very fast, right? If only you try to only one person tries to eat this cake, right, it takes a long time. Because why? Because if you have more people, it takes less time to finish one cake. If we have less people, then it takes more time to finish the cake. We have a lot of example like this. It is similar example. Here it says that we are talking about machines. Let me just write here machines. And here we have items. And here we have time in minutes. right? It says that 6 machines can produce 15 items in 30 minutes. How many additional machines are needed to produce 70 items every hour, right? Let me just write here. But first, let's see how many machines do we need to produce 70 items in every hour. That means that every hour is 60 minutes. So we are going to find n. To find n, right here, if I have 15 here, and if I have 30, right, 30, if I have 70 here, if I can change this 15 into 70 and 30 into 60, and the number standing here will give us the number of machines. And it says that how many additional machines, if I subtract 6 from n, we will get the number of additional machines. So now I'm going to try, I will try to find this n. Now in this question, we know that, for example, machines, okay? So how can I have the same numbers here? Okay, first, let me just change 30 into 60, okay? So now we have 6 machines, okay? So now we know the 6 machines are working. If we have more time, they can produce more items, right? If we have less time, they can produce less time because machine number is not changing, which means that if I multiply time by 2, for example, let's say it becomes 60, and also I need to multiply these items by 2, that is 30. That means that in 60 minutes, 6 machines can produce how many items? It is 30. So now I have 60 here, okay? So now I'm trying to, I will try to have 70 here, okay? Now if you look at these two numbers, so time is not changing. If we have more machines, right, they can produce more items. Less machines, less items. That means that they are increasing at the same rate. So now if I want to change these two numbers, I can multiply both numbers by the same number. It does not change, right? So multiply the 6 by, for example, 30. How can I get 70 here? I should multiply this by 70 over 30. And also I should multiply the 6 by the same number, 70 over 30. Now 60, time is not changing here. If you simplify this, 0, 0 cancel each other. 6 over 3 is 2. 2 times 7 is, it is 14. And now here 30, 30, it is 70. And here we have 60, which means that if 40 machines work together, it takes 60 minutes to produce 70 items if they are working at the rate given in the first line. So that means a 14, right? 14 minus 6. So here we have how many more machines? We need 8 more machines to produce 70 items in 1 hour. Nazla, did you understand a little bit?
Mr. Kazım, I didn't understand.
Which part you didn't understand? The first line. Did you understand the first line?
Yes, I understood first line, but why you choose 6, 30, and 60?
You mean this one?
Yes.
Okay. No, actually, I'm getting this one from the first line here. Suppose that we have 6 machines that are working, okay? So we know that if they work for 30 minutes, they can produce 15 items, right? Now I'm asking you, how about if the 6 machines work 30 minutes, 60 minutes, how many items they can produce? Because in the 30 minutes, it is 15. In the next 30 minutes, again 15, right? 15 plus 15 is 30.
Yes.
Okay. And after that,
Okay.
after the next one is, I'm just fixing, I'm not changing the time, okay? So now I'm going to change the number of machines and items. We know that if you have more machines, you can produce more items in 1 hour. Time is not changing. If you have less machines, we can produce less items. And that means that if you increase the number of items by this fraction, and also we should increase the production level by this fraction because they are increasing or decreasing at the same rates. And now I want to have 70 in the middle. That's why I should multiply both by 70 over 30. So which means that if we have 14 machines, it takes 60 minutes, which means one hour to produce 70 items. Fikriye, usually this is a rate problem. A lot of students confuse, okay, because you need to think and visualize what's going on here, all right? But that is very easy question, but just you need to do a bit, a few examples. You need to practice a few examples to understand. Otherwise, it's hard to understand. It is not difficult, but
Mm.
you should practice. It's like, for example, let's say we have 4 chairs here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and now here we have one guy. Okay, and we are going to move this chair, let's say, from point A, that is our classroom, to the hall, for example. Okay, and let's say for one student carrying a chair from A to B, it takes 1 minute. Now, if I ask you, Fikriye, can you answer this question? If there's only one student carries all the chairs, how long does it take?
Can you say the question again? I didn't
If
hear.
only one student is supposed to carry all the chairs from point A to point B, how long does it take? How many minutes does it take to carry all the chairs from point A to point B? It is 4 minutes, right? Because for one chair, it takes 1 minute. The second chair, 1 minute. Third chair, one
Yeah.
minute. Fourth chair, 1 minute. It takes 4 minutes. So now, how about if we have two students here? Let's say we have two students and they are working together. The first student, he carries these two chairs in 2 minutes. And also the second student, they are working together and also 2 minutes. So they can carry in how many minutes? Only 2 minutes.
Curious.
So number of students, now I can write here, students and time, right? And the number of chairs, it is 4. Maybe chairs here. So students, if we have 1, they can carry 4 in 4 minutes. How many chairs? 4 chairs. That means that one student can carry in 1 minute how many chairs? Only 1 chair. Now, how about if we have two students? If we have two students, it takes only 2 chairs, right? 2 minutes to carry 4 chairs. And how about if we have 4 students? If we have 4 students, it takes how many minutes? Only 1 minute,
One.
right? So altogether, just get 1 chair in 1 minute. That's all finished. That means that if we have 4 students, it takes only one to carry 4 chairs. If you just actually compare like this, you can understand what's going on here. As I say here, if we have more students, it takes less time. If we have less students, it takes more time. Anyway, let's move to the next question. That's it. Sadiq, are you here? Okay.
Yes.
Fikriya, can you read the question?
Okay. How many of 17 whole numbers must be odd if their product is odd?
Yasmin, can you answer this question? Very easy question.
Mr. Kazam, product is like multiplication.
Yes, product means multiplication.
16.
What is it?
D, like 16.
16, why?
Uh, because I don't know, most numbers are odd. No.
So how about the number 17? 17's number is even?
No, it's not even. Oh wait, no, sorry. 16 is even, and then 17 is not even.
No, no, no. You know that actually if you multiply any even number by any even number, the result is even number. And how about if you multiply even number by odd number? Again, it is even number, right? So when do we have odd number? If you multiply odd number by odd number, it is odd number. So that means that if you're multiplying 17 whole numbers and the product is odd, that means that all of them must be odd. If only one number is even, then even times any number, it is even, right? So none of these numbers can be even. So all numbers must be odd for the product to be odd. So the answer is E, 17. So immediately you have to check, okay, if you just check, let's say 2 All other numbers are odd, and their product is odd. And 2 times odd, it is even, so it doesn't work. Anyway, let's move to the next question. Neil, can you read this? I know you are so tired, but I hope still you have some energy to read the question.
Yeah, sure. In the magic show, the magician placed 4 cards in the table. As shown below, each card has a math symbol. On one side, the number on the other side. After showing the cards, he flipped over some, maybe all, uh, of the cards and rearranged them. The new arrangement of the cards is shown below. How many of these cards? How many of these 4 cards have even numbers on each side?
How many of these 4 cards have an even number on one side? Guys, you have 1 minute. Think it's very easy question, okay? And after that, we will do it together. Time starts now. 1 minute. I will ask one by one. Neil, I will ask you the first, okay? Neil, what's your answer?
My answer was 4, like E.
4? How is it possible?
Maybe I didn't
Maybe you
understand.
are right,
Can I
Neil.
try?
I'm not sure. Huh?
Can I try?
Yes.
3.
3? You said 3. I think Neil is right. I don't know. Let's see. Now let's say this one is front side of the cars and this one is back side of the cars, okay? And let's see here, we just use 4 mathematical symbols. That is plus, division, multiplication, and subtraction. So here, let's say the first one is here, this plus, division, and here we have multiplication, and here it is subtraction. So addition, division, multiplication, subtraction. So as you see here, here we have, right, we didn't use addition and division, which means that at the back of addition, it must be 5. So it must be 5. Also, it can be 4, but it doesn't matter. At the back of division, it must be 4. And how about here in the first one, we didn't use multiplication minus, which means that behind multiplication, it must be 6. Behind the subtraction, it must be 4. And how many of these numbers are even? It is 3. It is 4, 6, 4. 5 is not an even number. Neil, can you see that?
Yes,
So how many of these 4 cards have an even number on one side? It's
3.
only 3.
Mr. Kazım,
Yes, Fikriye.
I didn't understand one thing. Why you put in order 5, 4, 6, and 4?
It doesn't have to be in that order, Fikriye. But even if I write it in different order, it doesn't change the number of even numbers, right? So
I
maybe you can write
understood.
like this.
Like
Maybe you can
on
write
cards,
4.
there are only 3 even numbers, so the
Mr.
answer will be
Kazım,
3.
Yes.
Ah,
Mr.
okay.
Kazım, I understood it in a different way. Like that's how, like in my way, I got 4. I didn't do it this way.
Okay, because in Sasmo questions, they ask in such a way that they try to confuse you. That's why you should read the question at least twice and first understand it well, then start solving. Otherwise, you may not get the correct answer. Anyway, guys, let's move to the next question. Ayhan, can you read this question?
Yes.
Good.
Find the largest value of m if the number two hundred.
201M6.
Yes, 6m is divisible by 9.
Ayhan, what do you think? What numbers are divisible by 9? And we know
Mr.
the
Kazım, I think it's E.
good.
9.
So it says the largest, right? We know the for a number to be divisible by 9, the sum of its digits, right? 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus m plus 6, it must be divisible by 9. So if you simplify this, that's equal to 9 plus m, which means that m is equal to 0 or m is equal to 9. We have only two possible answers. But if the question is asking the largest of these two numbers is 9. So when m equals 9, then uh, 0 or 9, but among these two numbers, 9 is the largest one. That's why the correct answer is 9. Good. Next question. Yasmin,
Mm-hmm.
can you
Do I read it? Sure.
read it and
Um,
solve it and explain it?
yeah, okay. Bianca and Jordan went to the market to buy some food. Bianca paid $29 for 4 muffins and 3 pies. Jordan paid $31 for 5 muffins and 2 pies. What was the price of one muffin or a muffin?
What do you think, Jasmine? How do you solve this question? How can you solve it?
Well, maybe.
Forming equation, right? The best way is forming equation. Suppose
Yeah.
that the price of one muffin is m, so we are buying 4 muffins, and the pies, here we have 3 pies, and the total cost is $29. The second case is when you buy 5 muffins, and the 2 pies, and you are paying how much? $31. Okay.
Mr. Kazım, is it $5? B.
Yes, yes. So now we know that what are we going to do here? If you multiply both sides of the equation by the same number, it doesn't change. So I have to eliminate p. How can I do that? Multiply the first equation by 2. 2 times 4, it is 8m. 2 times 3, it is 6p. 2 times 29, that's 58, right? Because if you buy this much more, you have to pay 29 more dollars, right? And how about the second one? If you multiply both, that means that if you buy 10 muffins and 4 pies, how much does it cost? It is 62. So that is 10 muffins plus 4. No, no, no. I should multiply by 3. 3 times 5, it is 15 muffins. And 3 times it is 6 pies. And 3 times 31, that is 93. So now if you subtract the first equation from the second one, 15 minus 8, that's equal to 7 muffins. And 6 pi minus 6 pi is equal to 0. 93 minus 58, that's equal to 35. So what is m? 7 times 5 is 35, so m is equal to 5. What is m? M is the unit price of a muffin, or the price of one muffin. So the question, uh, it's just what was the price of the muffin, right? So it's just $5. Okay, guys, next question is for you, okay? And you have 2 minutes. Everybody read it and do it and write your answer to the chat box. Let's see if we can solve this correctly. Time starts now.
Mr. Kazım, I found the answer.
What is it?
A. 18.
Okay, how about the others? Fikriye, let's just wait one more minute, okay, like 50 seconds. Let's see. After that, we will discuss together.
Okay.
Yasmin, where is your answer?
Can I be honest? I don't think it's right.
Yasmin, it's very easy question. Why can't you solve it? Why? Be honest, right? Honestly tell me why. What is the reason? Look here, the rule is given. A star B is defined like this, right? So what is 6 star 7 according to this rule? That is just 6 times 6 plus 7. And how about 5 star A? That is 5 times 5 plus A. That's it. 6 times 6, 36, plus 7, it is 42. And 5 times 5, 25. Take to the left-hand side, minus 25. And here we have A. What is A? A is equal to,
17, right?
this one is 63, 43, right? So that is
Oh,
18.
43, yes.
Yeah, 18.
Ayhan, Fikriya, and Neil, did you answer?
Yes, I said you. I said you.
Okay. I mean, Neil. No. Okay. Continue. That's it. Next question. Fikriya, can you read it?
Yes. Yeah, Daniel cut a paper into half. Then he cut the papers to produce half of each of the pieces of paper. He repeated this many times until he got more than 100 pieces of paper. What was the least number of cuts he made?
1,000, right? 1,000 pieces of paper. Okay, good. What was the least number of cuts he made? Yasmin, Neil, you should be able to answer this question, right? Actually, you just use this idea to make a decoration in your house, right? For New Year or from special, what is it, festivals. If you have ever cut papers, you should be able to solve this question. Guys, we have 1.5 minutes, okay? Sadiq, why are you so quiet today?
Mr. Kazım,
I just don't
Yes.
know. I'm listening.
is it A 499?
No. Just simply, Fikri, if I give you one big piece of paper, let's say A4 size paper, if I ask you to cut this into small pieces, which is more than 1,000 pieces, how would you cut it? Just simply, forget about this question. How would you cut it? If you have a scissors in your hands and a piece of paper, how would you cut it?
Half,
Huh?
like half to half.
First, actually, you cut like this, right? This is a piece of paper, and you cut from here, right? The first cut.
Yeah,
And now you cut from here, right? The second cut.
yeah.
Now, how many pieces I have here?
4.
4. Now let me just stack them together. All right. Now I have 4 papers like this. Now I cut from here. Now I have 8. Cut from here. It is 4, 4, 4, 4. How many? Now with 4 cuts, now I have 16. So now put them together. Now of course it's smaller. Now Okay, now cut from here, right? And also cut from here. It is 16, right? Here we have 16, 16, 16, 16. How many? Here we have 64. But here we have 16. Here we have 4. See here, I multiply by 4, I get this one. Multiply by 4, I get this one. Again, if you just take them together, if you cut this in this way, I will get how many? 4 times 64, I have 256. And now again, if we just put them together, I may stack them together, cut like this, multiply by 4, how many? We have 1024. So how many cuts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. With only 10 cuts, I can, how to say, cut this into more than 1,000 pieces. Just 10 cuts needed. Did you understand?
Yes.
So here, we don't have any answer here, none of the above. We just need only 10 cuts to make this uh, more than 1,000 smaller pieces. Okay, so you should be careful. It's also a tricky question. So it's only 10 cuts. Next question. Neil, can you read the question? Princess Neil.
Yes. Yes, I can. Yeah, I sorry, I was muted. Okay. Daniel participated in a chess tournament. There were 10 players in the tournament. Each player played one with every other player. A player received 2 points for a win, 1 point drawn, and 0 points for the loss. What is the sum of the scores of the all players?
Okay. And also, I can ask this question like this. Suppose that I am going to sponsor this tournament, okay? So I want to know what should be the prize money. But we are announcing like this, okay? For each match, if a person wins, I am going to give $1. If he loses, if he wins $2, if he loses zero, if it is draw, each player gets $1. So what must be the prize money for this tournament? Okay, so that actually we will just give prize to everybody in this, under this condition, under this rule. I think it's very easy question. I give you 2 minutes, okay? And we will do it together. Time starts now. If you have any answer before the time is up, leave your answer in the chat box. If anybody answers correctly, I will give 100 points. Sadiq, are you solving?
Yes, I'm trying. I'm starting.
Good. Sadiq, you should understand this question well because did you ever participate in football league, Sadiq?
Yes, in football and in chess.
Good. Any answer? Fikriye, did you get anything?
I'm solving.
Yasmin, how about you?
Still solving.
Still solving? How are you solving, Yasmin?
Honestly, I'm just winging it, really.
I mean, just did you consider like this? For example, what are the possible results? Maybe it is win, loss, right? And draw, that means it is draw,
Okay,
draw,
can I try?
lose, win. Yes,
I think that it is 90.
that's correct answer. Because here we have two possibilities, right? Here we have player one and player two, okay? If player one wins, he gets 2 points, and player two loses 0 point. If actually this one is the second one, the case is if it is draw, each player gets 1 point. If player one loses, he gets 0 point. Player two wins, it is 2, right? In each case, what is the sum of points given to the players? 2 plus 0, it is 2. 1 plus 1, it is 2. 0 plus 2, it is 2. Whatever it is for each match, right? 2 points is given. Now the question is, how many games are played? Since we are talking about 10 players, and what is the total number of games played here? It is 9 plus 8 plus 7 plus 2 plus 1. It is the sum of the first 9 natural numbers. If you remember how to calculate, this is 9 times 8 over 2, which is equal to, why is 9 times 8 is 9 times 10. 9 times 10 over 2, that's equal to 45.
45.
Number one. And for each game, right, 2 points is given. So altogether, 90. Or that means simply $90. Good.
Mr. Kevin, I answered correct. And you said that you will give 100 points for what?
For what?
Like 100 points for what?
For your correct solution.
Okay.
Fikri, you just suppose that, assume that, imagine that now you got 100 points and all other students got 0. How would you feel in the classroom? Just feel it, okay? Anyway. Neil, are you here?
Yes,
Okay. Can you read the
I'm
question?
so tired. How many squares are there in this figure?
Okay. We have one, actually, twins here. Why are they so quiet? Shamil, Nazlı, what are you doing? Okay, maybe they are busy. Guys, another question here. How many squares are there in the figure?
Yes, sir, can I say?
Yes,
None of them.
none of the above. Why? How many did you find?
May I
25.
say?
24?
25, I think.
Really? You think?
No, wait, I forgot everything. Wait, I will count again.
Guys, you need to count like this. Here we have, it is 4 by 4, right? Count 1 by 1
One second, let's
squares,
do it.
2 by 2 squares, and 3 by 3 squares, and 4 by 4 squares. Neil, can you tell me how many 1 by 1 squares are there here?
One by one, what one by one square? One second,
One,
I'm counting.
two,
Can I 1 second count all of it and say the answer? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Yes, sir, I
8,
got
9.
22.
how many? Neil, 9?
No, 1 second. Like, can I do it like fast count all of it? Because when I count, I forget which one I count. Let me just count all of it and say how much I got.
I got 22, mister.
Okay, Sadiq, let's see. Come on, Neil, it is 9, yeah? Why so slow? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's it.
I got
Yeah.
13. My
Okay.
answer is 13 because I found
Okay,
13.
now, guys, let's count 2 by 2 squares, okay? So this one is, as you see, it is 1, 2 by 2. And this one is another one, 2. And this one is another one, it is 3. And this one is another one, it is 4. Do we have any other? No. So we have 4 2 by 2 squares. Mr. Sadiq, do you agree with me? We have 4 2 by 2 squares. Is that right?
Mr. Kazan,
Yes.
why not 5?
5. Where's number 5?
There.
Where?
Oh, no, my answer is 15. My answer is 15.
Let's see. Where is it, Fikiria? Oh, we didn't see that. Thank you very much. So also here we have one more, right? So here we have 2 by 2. It is 5. Thank you. As see here is a bit confusing. So, all right, we are done with 2 by 2. So now we are going to count 3 by 3 squares. Okay. And how about 3 by 3? 3 by 3 is only this one, right? If you look at this one, it is 1. Do we have any other? No, only 1.
4 by 4 is also 1.
4 by 4 also 1. So altogether, how many? It is 2, 7, it is 16. Right? Any objections? Did anybody get different answer? I mean, more than 16?
I got
No.
20. How many did you get?
22.
42?
22.
How is that possible?
Do you see there's like, wait, in up and left, there's, look, I just divided it. And I got 2
You
boxes.
cannot do that. You cannot do that, Sadi. You cannot draw any line here. Just you need to count this. How can you divide it? If you
I
divide
don't
in
know,
this way,
just.
I can count infinitely many squares here. So you should not, you cannot join any, actually, you cannot join any line segment. Anyway, God, the answer is 16. Let's continue. Fikriya, read the question.
Okay. As the year 2016 is an interesting number because it's divisible by 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9. When's the next year that has the same properties as above?
Can I say,
Any,
Mr.
yes,
For B?
B,
Yes.
B or D?
B.
Baby or daddy?
Baby.
No, daddy. Why? Actually, here it says that the year 2016 is an interesting number because it is divisible by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9. What is the next year that has the same properties as above? Usually, to answer this question, first we need to find the least common multiple of these numbers. And how do you find this? Actually, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Divide by its prime numbers. Okay, 1, we have nothing to do. Divide by 2. It is 1, 3, 2, 3, 7, 4, 9. Still divisible by 2. 3, 1, 3, 7, 2, 9. Still we have 2 divided by 2. 3, 3719. And now I can divide by 3. It is 1179. Divide by, sorry, if you divide by 9 by 3, it is 3. And divide by 3, it is 7. 1 divided by 7, it is 1. So the least common multiple of those numbers is 2 times 2 times 2, it is 8, times 3 times 3, it is 9, times, and here we have 7. 8 times 9, 72. 7 times 72, it is 490 plus 14, that's equal to 504. So among these numbers, which one is the smallest number after 2016? That is a multiple of this number. If you just write the multiples of this number, it is 504, 1008 multiplied by 3, 1512 multiplied by 4, 2016 multiplied by 5, 2000, what is it, 20 multiplied by 5, 2520. So after this year, the first number that is divisible by all of these numbers is 2520. Okay. Okay, Fikriya, Ayhan, Neil, everybody here. These are very easy questions. Okay, you should just first think and understand the problem, then start solving the question. Don't rush to write your answer in Sasmo. When to think twice. Okay, after, even if you're sure that that's the answer, check one more time. Otherwise, you may not actually, you may
Okay.
lose a lot of points. Next question, find the next fraction in the sequence below. You have 1.5 minutes, okay, and after that we'll see it together. That's also a very easy question. 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Mister,
Yes, sir.
I got none of above
Oh my gosh, again. Sadiq, why do you like the word none of the above? Why?
because it chooses no answer.
Let's see. Fikriya, do you
And
have any
I
answer?
did. And I got the denominator 18. And there's no denominator.
Sadiq, look here. If you make the denominator here, we have 3 over 4. The second one, okay, if you multiply by 4, it is 4 over 8. The second one, it is 5 over 12. And now how the next one? How can I have 6 here? Multiply by 2. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 8, it is 16. Next one is 7 over 20. Now, if you look at the denominators, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And how about the denominators? 4 times 2, 8. 8 plus 4, 12, 12 plus 4, 16, 16 plus 4, 20.
Mister,
What will be the next number? Yes.
I
why
thought
is it
no.
4 in the second one? Why is it 4?
No, this 1 over 2, right? This 1 over 2,
Yes.
can I write it as 4 over 8?
Um, yes, I think.
Equivalent fractions, right? How do we produce equivalent fractions? By multiplying the numerator and denominator by some number, right? If you multiply the numerator and denominator by the same number, the value of the fraction does not change. So here they are just writing the simplest form of the fractions. And also actually 1 over 2, 4 over 8, they are the same fractions. So I'm just trying to write, okay, in this way, so that if there's any pattern, no or no. So here, when I do so, we have a pattern, right? In the numerator, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Denominators, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So next fraction must be 8 over 24. So now, again, I can simplify this. 8 over 24. 8 is 8 times 1. 24 is 8 times 3, which is equal to 1 over 3. So the answer is 1 over 3. Okay, guys, let's move on. If you have any questions, please. If not, I'm moving to the next question. Let's solve 3 more questions if possible. How many times do the hour hand and the minute hand form 90 degrees from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m.? Okay, that is a little bit challenging question. Okay, not that easy, because if you just skip some, for example, some actually, what is it? That's 90 degrees at the time, you will not get the correct answer. So now it says that from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m., right? So now I'll just actually change, divide this into how many hours? Here we have 8 hours. How about first, if you start with 2:00 till 2:59, okay? Next one is 3:00 to 3:59, okay? And maybe I should write 2 to 3. Okay. All right. I just count it like this. And here we have 4:00 to 4:59. And here we have 5:00 to 5:59. And here we have 6:00 to 6:59. And 7:00 to 7:59. And here we have 8:00 to 8:59. And 9:00 to 9:59. And here we have 10:00 to 11 o'clock. Okay. So now in the question it says that how many times do the hour hand and minute hand form 90 degrees from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. Now, if you look at the first one, for example, right? What is, let me just draw, and after that I will delete this. Between 2 and 2:59, right? 2 o'clock means here we have this o'clock, right? And 2 means here is showing 2, and the 0 means it is here, right? So now this out minute hand is moving. So between now, when it is 2 o'clock, the angle is less than 90. So when actually moves somewhere here, right, somewhere here, then it forms 90 degrees. So how many times does it form 90 degrees? Only one time. Between 2 and 2:59, it forms only one time. And how about 3? When it is 3 o'clock, actually, when it is 3 o'clock, number one, it is 90 degrees, right? It is 3 o'clock, it is 90 degrees. And after that, it is moving down. Again, somewhere here, it forms 90 degrees again. So how many times? It forms 2 times between 3 and 3:59, inclusive. And how about 4? If you look at 4 here, here we have 4, and this one is this one, right? So now this angle is greater than 90. Now the hour hand is moving down. When it comes somewhere here, it forms 90 degrees, and also overtaking this hour hand, and it forms one more time, right? So here we have 2 times. For 5, also the same thing. And if you just draw 5, here we have our hand, and this one is minute hand, right? And this angle is greater than 90. So it is getting smaller and smaller. After a few minutes, it forms 90 degrees, right? Again, actually, it just keeps moving. And somewhere here again, it forms 90 degrees. How many times? It is 2 times. And how about 6 o'clock? At 6 o'clock, here, this one is our minute hand, and this one is our hand, right? So this one is 180 degrees. When it just comes somewhere here, it forms 90 degrees. Again, it moves somewhere here. One more time, it forms 90 degrees. So also here we have 2 times. And 7 to 7:59, let me draw for 7. So this one is 6, this one is 12. 7 means it is somewhere here. And here, this one is our minute hand, right? So it is just moving, right? And this one actually, some after a few minutes, actually, if you just move your pen and the 2 pens, for example, you can see that it forms 90 degrees. And after that, also somewhere here, right? Again, it forms 90 degrees. How many times? It is 2 times. And between 8 and 8:59, for 8 and 8:59, this one is 9, 12, 6, and 3, right? So 8 is somewhere here, okay? And 8 o'clock, it is here. So when it is just moving, right, it forms only one time, because at 9, the second time it forms 90 degrees when it is 9 o'clock exactly. So between 8 and 8:59, it forms 90 degrees only one time. And how about between 9 and 9:59? Here we have, okay, here we have 9 o'clock. So this is hour hand. This one is minute hand. It's already, it forms 90 degrees, right? One time. It is moving again, and just it moves somewhere here. It forms 90 degrees one more time. So it is 2 times. And how about from 10 to 11? If you just check this, 10 to 11, and this one is 10, right? And this one is 12. And this angle is less than 90. So it is moving somewhere here. It forms only one time. The only way is you have to do this one by one. Altogether, how many times? 1, 1 plus 2 is 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 12, 13, 15. So here we have 15 times. What? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 12, and 15. Where did we make a mistake, Fikriya? 2 to 259. Okay, one time. 3.
Mister,
Yes.
the answer is none of the above.
No, no, no. It must be 14 here. 2 to 2:59. Okay, it's one time. 3 o'clock and 3:59. It is 2. 4 o'clock, 4:59. Okay. 5 o'clock, 5:59. Okay, 2. 6 o'clock and 6:59. Also, it's okay. 7 o'clock, 7:59. It is 2. From 8 to 8:59. It is one time. And the 9. Okay, okay. Sadiq, here the question is from 2 to 10, right? But we calculated this until, what is it, 11. So I should delete the last one. It's not 11 until 11. It's 10 until 10, right? So this one is 10. I can just write here, it is 10 o'clock. From 9 to 10 o'clock, it is 2 times. So it is altogether 14 times. Okay, guys, that much is enough. Guys, keep practicing questions. Maybe I will send you new papers. In case if I forget, just remind me, okay? So see you on, I mean, in our next meeting. When is it? On Thursday or Friday? I think Thursday.
Thursday.
Thursday. Okay, guys, take good care of yourself. All right, see you on Thursday. Okay, bye bye.
Bye.
Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye bye. Thank you.